And I think not just that, Devin, but to dominate the regular season the way they did.
This was a 68-win team last year. 20-footer is good for Davis, and the Mavericks are on the board.
Needed 3.
Drive. Dort got physical, tried to bump off flat. Shot block. Davis against Hartenstein.
Energy, baby.
Now Thompson looking to go back-to-back. No. Dallas beat the Raptors 139-129. Cason Wallace from the corner on a 3. Screen and roll with D'Lo and AD. Nice. Shot fake. Cut to the basket. Christie finds Davis, who jams in his own miss. Screen and roll with D'Lo and AD. Nice. Shot fake. Cut to the basket. Christie finds Davis, who jams in his own miss. Screen and roll with D'Lo and AD. Nice. Shot fake. Cut to the basket. Christie finds Davis, who jams in his own miss.
Make sure that he could get that 3 off before AD recovered. Good shooter. Holmgren's great player.
D'Lo to answer. Right back at you.
Roll, you must make them pay.
Started 0 for 7 last night, then made 8 of his next 11 shots. D'Angelo Russell ended up with 24 on the night. Dirk Nowitzki, Brad Davis, Rolando Blackman, and Derek Harper. The Hall of Famer, the one and only, the great one, Dirk Nowitzki. Here's Anthony Davis on the free throw line for the Mavs, and out of a timeout for flag that night. Skin and I were back here working with the great Ted Emmerich during draft coverage on KFAA and Mavs TV. And we got to interview Mark that night. And then Holmgren at the other end of the floor. A foul will send him to the line with 7:36 left in the second. An excellent defensive reputation. There's a little bit of tape out there on Cooper, so obviously they're going to have formulated a game plan that's going to make him, if not the focal point, certainly at least hot. How they formulate a defensive game plan, very, very important. We saw Holmgren miss a pair of free throws at 3. In the paint, AD! The basket for Davis is his 3rd of the game. He leads Dallas with 8 points. Marshall with the rebound. Push ahead with the pass by Max Christie. Show and go for Klay Thompson. And it's a putback by Davis after maybe a fingertip on the initial shot by Holmgren. Marshall with the rebound. Push ahead with the pass by Max Christie. Show and go for Klay Thompson. And it's a putback by Davis after maybe a fingertip on the initial shot by Holmgren. He's obviously had to play some heading into those 2 double overtime games last week. Good pass. Going low on the pass, and that was the right time for it. Klay finds Anthony Davis for the hoop. OKC still up around 52%. Hartenstein missed it. One and done trip down the floor for the Thunder. Left free for 3. On the money.
Davis, he said recently, like, we're a big team. We have to do a better job at getting extra possessions, as many as we can. And he said, and you know what? When we get those, I'm going to shoot it.
Faces up. Jay Will. Last minute of the first half. Well contested jumper by Williams as Davis.
Well, I know if I'm on that Thunder organization, I'm talking to the refs going, so we're going to get some foul calls tonight or what?
Well, they can't stop Anthony Davis, who Oklahoma City got back, no chance to push. Midi for AD. Rebound for Chet. Oklahoma City in front. Mavericks have not led in this game. And they're not going to have a chance to chip into the lead here. Turned over and felt like Dort was on his way to a big night. Made 2 early threes.
In the same pace with the team that we saw yesterday.
No, you're
very lethargical type game.
It's a tough layup attempt. Davis cleans the glass.
Using that size.
In the same pace with the team that we saw yesterday.
No, you're
very lethargical type game.
It's a tough layup attempt. Davis cleans the glass.
Using that size.
Obviously a great nose for rebounding the ball. He can set some teeth-rattling screens also.
Frees up Chet, too.
Dort missed the shot. 9 screens.
I like just telling people I own oil wells.
Very Texas thing.
Yeah.
Perimeter foul called on Davis.
I'm a wildcat.
Wiggins. Davis there for the rebound. Under 9 to play. Hardy's had some moments here. Now he'll give it up to Davis for three. Now finally goes to the MVP and SGA for three. Rebound Davis and a crowd and
Yeah.
Speaks to his greatness and consistency of what he brings to the table. And
They've been really great out is their scouting.
yeah,
Now, the Clippers knew they had a good player, but I don't think anybody thought he was going to be an MVP of the league. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone.
good look.
It was.
the Hardy party was on, and that goes in. Cason Wallace is open for a three. Hardy just missed a three. Now he's going to drive and spin to Davis in a low clock situation. Three. Gave it up. PJ is wide open. Bullseye. Nice. Under that. What are you thinking here?
AD block.
AD's the screener. They find him on the block. He hits the two. D'Lo with it. A steadying moment for the Thunder. Can the Mavericks respond right back? Davis from the free throw line. Comes up short. D'Lo, he's picked up by Holmgren. That was good defense by Chet. Now Davis the attack. It's in there with a foul. This could be a one-shot game. D'Lo, he's picked up by Holmgren. That was good defense by Chet. Now Davis the attack. It's in there with a foul. This could be a one-shot game. And two players who obviously you're quite comfortable with them on the offensive end of the floor as well. Davis has drawn Dallas back to within three. 23-4 extended into Davis. Dribble handoff to Russell. Turns the corner, goes downhill.